How's your relationship with money? As a teenager, I grew up, working part-time jobs or getting allowances when I was younger, and I would save my money, whereas my cousins or my friends, they would spend their money on whatever the latest sneaker was or going to a concert. But when Saturday came, chore time, I had money to pay my cousins who were broke, pay them to do my chores, do the things that I didn't want to do. You see, I saw money as a way of making life easier, paying people to do that which I didn't want to do or that which I didn't know how to do. So that was my first lesson. My second lesson was being in the military. I saw how soldiers were sent out to accomplish certain missions. After that, I joined the police department. I saw how officers are sent to secure certain neighborhoods to, just deter crime, but they were sent out technically on missions to get things done. Well, what I realized over the years was that my money is also a tool. I send my money out. I look at my dollars as little soldiers that I send out on missions. And that mission for my dollars is to bring more dollars in. If I send out $100, I expect them to bring back $150. I mean, that's just an example, but you get the point. Sending my money out, my little soldiers, to make me money. There's a quote that I like, and it says, "Live your dream or someone will pay you to create their dream." All right? So live your dream, whatever that is. Use your money in a way, use your finances in a way that's going to benefit you, going to change your life. Hopefully you'll take some of that money and invest it in some cash machines, invest it in assets, invest it in things that are going to grow in value for you so that your life for your family, your children, those that you love, life will be better. All right, so let me share a couple things with you. Number one, I want you to think and start learning to create things of value. Value might be your 401k, your stocks, your gold and silver, things that are going to grow in value for you. Assets. A lot of us are into real estate, investing your money into real estate. Real estate is one of those things where you can take a small amount of money and actually leverage it for something much larger. For 10, 15, 20%, let's say $50,000, you can secure a $500,000 piece of property. So utilizing your funds to buy things that are going to be an asset, things that are going to generate income for you. Or at some point it's going to have a value to it that's going to supersede, it's going to be larger than your initial investment. I started investing in gold when gold was around $1,300, $1,400 for an ounce. And I think gold just the other day hit $2,600. I didn't do anything. I bought that gold, it sat for a few years, and now it's worth, almost 40% of what I paid for it. That's not a bad investment. Now I could have taken that same money and, bought the latest Jordans or attended a Beyonce concert, but that's just not my thing. And I'm not saying those things are wrong. There has to be some balance, but make sure a good portion of your funds, your disposable funds, can be utilized to invest in some assets, things that are going to make you money, some cash flow machines. What do I mean by cash flow machines? When I think about cash flow machines, I think of something very simple. A vending machine. There are people that are in the vending machine business. There are people that buy one vending machine. There's people that buy hundreds of vending machines. But you take that vending machine, you put it in someone's business. You might pay a small rental fee for it. And every weekend, people go and, collect the cash, the coins out of their machine. And these days, it's not even coins or cash. It's swipe your card on a vending machine and it goes straight to your bank account. So those are some great investments that I'm not in that business. I don't recommend it, but I'm just saying it sounds very simple. But It's a cash flow machine. You restock it, you get the money. You restock it, you get the money. Nice cash flow machine. Just a good example. All right. So on top of that, the thing you want to do is also invest in yourself. Invest in self-development. Invest in your education. Become more than you are. Gain knowledge. Every day you should be becoming smarter. You should be becoming a smarter individual, learning, reading, growing, attending conferences, seminars, things that are going to make you better. Invest in your skill set. In business, it was necessary that I learn things about accounting. I managed some of my own QuickBooks accounts, but I had to learn. I had to take a class. I had to read, study, and learn how to manage that. So I can manage it, and at the same time, I understand the difference between a balance sheet and a profit and loss statement. Making you better, increase your skill set. I remember when I was in the military, this is a funny little example, at least I like it. When I was in the military, we would only get paid once a month. Now they get paid twice a month. But when I was in, you'd get paid once a month. And by the 15th, a lot of guys were broke. I mean, they would, blow their money, they go hang out, they party, and, whatever we were doing as soldiers. And by the 15th, most guys was broke. So what I would do, I would order 2 pizzas, and I would go sit in the common area. We had a large TV room where guys hung out, especially when they were broke, and they were sitting there watching TV or shooting pool or something like that. I would buy these 2 pizzas, and I would sit there and I would eat right in front of them. And they would be like, "Hey, dude, hey man, can I get a slice of that pizza?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, you can get a slice. It'll cost you $2. So I would eat half of the pizza, and the other half I sold to them for $2 a slice. So I actually made a profit on the pizza. Or I would loan them money to buy their own pizza and then collect interest on that loan at the end of the month. So even in my early years, I was 19, 20 years old when I was in the military, I had a mindset of producing income. And I made pretty good money collecting interest on those loan payments to those guys that I was in the military with. So having the right mindset and doing the things that you need to do to produce income. The last thing that I want to share with you on this subject, and I want you to remember that I told you this, a fool and his money shall soon part. A fool and his money shall soon part. A person that just, makes money, sends it out, it never comes back, you're never going to see it again. It's never going to produce additional income for you. But a wise man spends his money. A wise man buys assets. He buys things of value that is going to generate income, generate a wealth that even your children and your children's children could possibly benefit from it. A wise man. I want you to be a wise man. I want you to think about your relationship with money. Is it good? Is it bad? Do your wealth go out? Do your money go out and never come back to you like a bad relationship? All right. I hope this information has benefit to you. Please like, subscribe, and share. Be blessed.